Stalinism and collectivization. In the earlier part, we have seen about the what economical development brought by the communist. Now here, how these people remain continue with the economical development. Industrial development we have seen in the earlier part. Now we are looking what happened in the agriculture. About agriculture, what policies were brought by the communism or the communist. We will see here. The first Stalinism and then his collectivization. These both things we are going to see. By 1927 and 1920, these are the 2 years. The towns in Soviet Russia were facing an acute problem of grain supplies. In the towns, the supplies were not provided by the traders or the large peasant, the rich peasant. These people made shortage there. Why these people made the shortage? Because they want to make or get more prices. The government fixed the prices of the all production, but peasant refused to sell their production to the government. Grains to government buys at these prices. Stalin, the person, he was the successor of the Lenin. Stalin, who headed the party after the death of Lenin, introduced firm emergency measures. He brought some strong measures, efforts, tries to bring the changes in the Russia. Who? The Stalin. This is the photo or the picture of the Stalin, the successor of Lenin, who brought the collectivization in the Russia. What measures he had done there and whether it were accepted by the Russians or not, that we are going to see in this part. Stalin and collective farming. Stalin believed that rich peasant and traders stocked supplies to create the shortage of grains. These rich peasant, the landowners, landlords, and the traders were making the stocks of the supplies. These people are making not only stocks, but they are making the shortage of the grains in the market also. मार्केटमध्ये डिमांड वाढली आणि सप्लाय कमी झाला तर ऑटोमॅटिक किमती वाढतात. किमती वाढल्या की याचा फायदा ट्रेडरला होतो. प्रोड्यूस करण्याला होईल किंवा न होईल याची गॅरंटी नाही. मी कांदा पिकवला म्हणजे मला कांद्याचा सगळ्यात जास्त भाव मिळतो असं नाही, तर कांदा मी ट्रेडरला विकणार. मग ट्रेडर त्याला पाहिजे त्या किमतीत मार्केटमध्ये विकतो. माझ्याकडून 5 रुपयाला घेणार आणि तो मार्केटमध्ये 25 रुपयाला विकणार. जो 20 रुपये फायदा होतो तो काय शेतकऱ्याला किंवा मला होत नाही, तर हा 20 रुपयाचा फायदा हा ट्रेडरला होतो. कारण त्याने शॉर्टेज तयार केलं. शॉर्टेज तयार करून तो प्रॉफिट घेतो. म्हणजे त्याला माहित असतं मार्केटची टेंडन्सी काय आहे. ते मार्केटच्या टेंडन्सीनुसार ही जे ट्रेडर लोक असतात, बिझनेसमॅन लोक असतात, ते शॉर्टेज तयार करतात किंवा सप्लाय ठेवतात. एखाद्या वस्तूची किमती पाडायची असतील तर सप्लाय मुद्दामून जास्त आणला जातो. एखाद्या वस्तूच्या किमती जास्त पाहिजे असतील तर शॉर्टेज मुद्दाम क्रिएट करायचं. So this is the tendency of the trader anywhere we can see in the world, not only in Russia, everywhere in India also. In the time of Corona, we have seen it. These people made the shortage of the grains. लोकांना वाटायचं सप्लाय संपला. लोकांनी दिवाळीला जेवढं खरेदी करत नाही त्याच्यापेक्षा जास्त खरेदी कोरोना पिरियड मध्ये केली. Am I right? So here, same was happening in the Russia. Hence, collectivization was the need of the hour. So here, Stalin was thinking the collectivization was the need of hour. Need of hour. This is the need of time. यावेळेला हे डिसिजन घेतलेच पाहिजेत. आता जर हे डिसिजन नाही घेतले तर मे द सिच्युएशन go out of the hand. Get? In 1928, party members toured the grain producing areas. In 1928, this is the period. In this period, the party members toured, went to see. टूर करणे, ट्रिपला वगैरे जातात. पण ही लोक ट्रिपला नव्हते गेले, ते सुपरवाइज करायला गेले होते की नेमका काय प्रकार चाललाय, नेमका ग्रेन्स ॲक्यूट प्रॉब्लेम का व्हायला लागलाय. गेट? सो दिस पीपल वेंट टू इन्स्पेक्ट or supervise. That is called toured here. In 1928, party members toured the grain producing areas, supervising enforced grain collections and raiding kulaks. These people raided on the kulaks. Raid, this is the term you are using in a kabaddi. Using? So here, raid means धाड टाकणे अचानक एखाद्या ठिकाणी भेट देणे आणि जप्त करणे. पार्टी मेंबर्स रेडेड. These party members raided to the आवाज करू नका, तुमची माईक बंद ठेवा, रेकॉर्डिंग चालू आहे. In 1928, party members toured. Party members, the Communist Party members here, toured means went to visit. These people visit that regions where grain produced on a more scale. More scale, large scale. Scale means size. नाहीतर तुम्ही म्हणसाल आणखीन हे मॅडम जिओमेट्री शिकवतायत का हिस्ट्री शिकवतायत. Supervising, these people were supervised and enforced grain collections. Where grain collections were there, that enforced and raided the kulaks. What is the kulaks? The kulaks were well-to-do peasant, means rich peasant. जे लोक जास्त प्रोडक्शन घ्यायचे किंवा ठेवायचे त्यांच्यासाठी ही टर्म त्या ठिकाणी यूज केलेली आहे. In this way, earlier many terms were there, means 2-3 terms are there. Don't get confused with the all terms. कशाला कुठं काय म्हणलंय हे लगेच लिहून ठेवायचं, हायलाइट करायचं. Who were Cossacks, who were Chekas, who were the kulaks, that's get. So these people raided on the kulaks houses or the stores. Kulaks understood? Which people raided? The Communist Party members. They were followers of the Stalin. The decision was taken to collectivize farms. त्याच्यानंतर त्यांनी काय केलं? The party taken the decision of the collectivization of farming. Farming एकत्र आणायची. Farming ची जी small size आहे त्याच्यामुळे प्रोडक्शन कमी होत आहे. This was the claim of the communist. That is why these people decided to bring the all farms together and make collective farming. Understood? Collectivization, understand? Grain storages were partially due to the grain shortages were partially due to the small size of holding. The shortage is taking place because of the small size of farming. Due to the small sizing of the farming, it is not possible to modernize the farming. People are unable to make the modern farming, and that is why the production is less. And this is also one reason for the shortage of the grains in a market. This was the belief of Stalin. Get? So that is why he taken the decision of the collectivization of farming. How the collectivization program was working. It is brought by the Stalin. That is why it is called Stalin's collectivization, collection of the farming and program. The policy he followed there. In 1929, the party forced all peasants to cultivate in collective farms. The collective farms again here called kolkhozs. Already I am saying again and again the different terms what used here. That keep in mind. जे underline केलेला आहे, force केलेला आहे, press केलेला आहे, त्या terms विसरू जाऊ नका. कन्फ्यूज करतात एक्झाम मध्ये, मल्टिपल चॉईस मध्ये चारही येतात तर मला समजत नाही. अरे कशाला काय म्हटलं होतं, चेका कशाला म्हणलं होतं, कॉसॅक कशाला म्हणलं होतं, कोलकोज कशाला म्हणलं होतं, कोलखोज कशाला म्हणलं होतं, कुलाक्स कशाला म्हणलं होतं. हे सगळं कन्फ्युजन होतं एमसीक्यू मध्ये. तर एमसीक्यू मध्ये सगळेच येतात. येतं ना? So here the Stalin forced to the all peasants to work in the collective farms that is called kolkhozs. Understood? The bulk of land and implement were transferred to the ownership of collective farms. The collective farms organizations were made, ownership were made, and in that ownership, the large land sites and working on it, it is all these things transferred to the kolkhozs. Get? Peasants worked on the land and the kolkhoz profit was shared. All peasants were working on the same land which was collectivized there, and whatever profit was there, it was shared among them. Get here? What followed was Stalin's collectivization program. From 1929, the party forced all peasants to cultivate the collective farms. The first step, it was there. The second step, the bulk of land and implements were transferred to the ownership of collective farms. Peasants worked on the land and the kolkhoz profit was shared. But it was not easy task. सगळ्यांनी हे एक्सेप्ट केलेलं नव्हतं. किती जरी गव्हर्नमेंटने फोर्स केलं तर सगळेच पेझंट त्यामध्ये सहभागी होतील असं नव्हतं. काही पेझंटनी त्याला विरोध पण केला होता. काही रागाला पण गेले होते. What happened with them? Enraged peasant, enraged, get angry, somewhere upset, getting, all were not happy with this collectivization. आपली लँड काढून घेतल्यानंतर कोणाला तर आवडेल का? माझी 15 एकर जमीन घेतली आणि मला 2 एकरचाच प्रॉफिट मिळायला लागला तर मला आवडेल का? So like me, many were there. So these enraged people or peasant, enraged peasant resisted, stopped. विरोध करणे, oppose करणे. They opposed. The people who were not agree with it, these people opposed to the collectivization. Enraged peasant resisted the authorities, those who were authorities to whom these people opposed, and destroyed their livestock. They destroyed their own livestock. त्यांनी स्वतःचे जे काय livestock होता. What is livestock? Animals. Animals असतात ना, प्रत्येक शेतकऱ्याबरोबर animals असतात. Some cows, buffaloes, maybe chicken, the hen, कोंबडा. This is all things are livestock. जे काही त्यांच्या बरोबर supporting animals असतात, they call livestock. So these people destroyed the livestock because they don't want this should be go in the hand of the authorities. This should be not go in the collectivization farming. That is why the enraged farmers or the peasant destroyed their own livestock. Getting? काय होते समजते? They destroyed their own livestock. The livestock numbers came in a half, it is said 1/3 only. Between 1929 and 1931, the number of cattle means animal. नाहीतर मला प्री प्रायमरी मध्ये जावं लागेल. Cattle fell by 1/3. The number it came at the 1/3. 30% राहिले फक्त. 100% लाईव्हस्टॉक मधला 30% लाईव्हस्टॉक राहिला. का राहिला 30% फक्त? कारण ह्या लोकांनी डिस्ट्रॉय केला होता. त्यांना कलेक्टिव्हायझेशन आवडलं नव्हतं. त्यामुळे ह्या लोकांनी स्वतःचा लाईव्हस्टॉक डिस्ट्रॉय केला आणि ते नंबर ऑफ कॅटल जे आहेत ते 1/3 इट फेल ऑन द 1/3. 70% नुकसान झालं होतं. Those who resisted collectivization, registered, understood, opposed, resisting, opposing. Resistance is always there. I think in physics this term is used, resistance. I don't know whether you crossed this or not, but in physics this is normal term. कारण ते फिजिक्स मध्ये असतं रेजिस्ट करणे, सप्लाय करणे, ते काय काय असतं ना, लाईट्स असतं. Okay, those who resisted collectivization were severely punished. Severely, strongly, harshly, खराब, खूप बेकार पद्धतीने त्यांना पनिशमेंट करण्यात आली. Severely punished. Many were deported and exiled. Deported? Yes, तडीपार करणे किंवा त्यांना बाहेर काढणे, आपल्या कंट्रीमधून बाहेर काढले, forcibly. As they resisted collectivization, peasants argued that why they were arguing, why these people were resisting, that they were not rich and they were not against of socialism. These people themselves saying, we are not rich and we are not against of the socialism. We accept your socialization, but काही reasons आहेत. We don't want to come in the collectivization. For that particular reasons, we are opposing to this collectivization. We are not against of the socialization or your socialism. They merely did not want to work in collective farms for a variety of reasons. Stalin's government allowed some independent cultivation, but treated such cultivators unsympathetically. स्टॅलिनने काय लोकांना अलाव केलं की नका येऊ तुम्ही आमच्या कलेक्टिव्हायझेशन मध्ये, स्वतंत्र तुम्ही काम करू शकता, बट they were treated very harshly by the government. Harshly, नाहीतर हर्षवर्धन म्हणजे माझं का नाव घेताय सर. This bell is rang now. Actually, we are not time to discuss other things. The collectivization may help to modernize the farming. Those farmers who resisted collectivization were punished, deported, or exiled. Removed from their own country, own area. We have discussed this term also when Lenin's reference was there. Lenin returned from his exile in the Russia. This was the term. What were the effects of the collectivization? In spite of collectivization, production did not increase immediately. तूप खाल्ले की रूप येत नसतं, तसं इथंही झालं. रूप काय आलं नाही, त्यांना कुठलं रूप पाहिजे होतं? मोर प्रोडक्शन. डू यू नो तूप खाल्ले की रूप येत नाही? I will explain afterward. Remind me tomorrow. Now it is not, we have not time here. So the production did not get immediately. Immediate effects were not get there. Because they were in that hope, production may get more. But due to this collectivization, or after this collectivization, लोकांना force करून काय करून केलं होतं, then also the production did not increase immediately. In fact, the bad harvest of 1930 and 1933 led to one. Hand in hand, the bad harvest was also there. This was the one of most devastating famine in a Soviet history when over 4 million died. Devastating famine, devastating, destroying. The famine was destroying. What is famine? Shortage of food. Famine means shortage of food, like दुष्काळ. दुष्काळ असतं ना, दुष्काळामध्ये जे shortage होतं त्याला famine म्हटलं जातं. Or many other reasons are also there to make the famine. Famine taken place in Russia after the collectivization also. Collectivization केलं तरी सुद्धा famine त्या ठिकाणी दिसला, आणि ह्या famine मध्ये near of 4 million people died there. 1 million, 10 lakh. 4 million, 40 lakh. So 40 lakh people died due to this famine. So this is called devastating famine because it destroyed many lives there. Many within the party criticized the confusion in industrial production under the planned economy and the consequences of collectivization. The party members themselves also not clear with the modern industries or the production by the industries and by the motives of the collective farmings. त्यांनाच माहित नव्हतं की नेमकं आपले पार्टी मेंबर्स किंवा लीडर्स काय डिसिजन घेत आहेत आणि आपल्याला यातून काय मिळतंय. Get? It happens many times. In India also it happens. Stalin and his sympathizers, supporters charged this critic with conspiracy. Conspiracy, cut, hidden plan. Do you know hidden plan? Hidden plan किंवा कट करणे माहित आहे का? Stalin and his sympathizers charged these critics with conspiracy. I hope you understood the meaning of conspiracy. That is the secret plan. This is the plan made by the Stalin and his followers. This was the blame by the people on the Stalin. Getting? मी काय म्हणते ते सगळं समजतंय? Confused नाही ना? Against socialism, accusations were made. Accusation, आरोप करणे, ब्लेम करणे. डू यू नो आरोप करणे? आरोप करणे माहिती आहे ना आपल्या मराठीतला? So this is the blame. Accusations, the blames were made throughout the country. Throughout country, people blamed on them. And by 1939, our 2 million were Over 2 million were in prisons or labor camps. Most were innocents of the crimes, but no one spoke for them. A large number were forced to make false confessions. Last year it was there in the political science. तो शांतीचा एक लेसन होता जजमेंटचा, फेअर ट्रायलचा. त्याच्यामध्ये होता हे टर्म कन्फेशन, कबुली जबाब. कबुली जबाब पण खोटा, कधी खरा पण असू शकतो, कधी खोटा पण असू शकतो. भीतीनं लोक कबूल करतात, बाबा लय मारतील किंवा काहीतरी होईल म्हणून खोटा पण कबुली जबाब देतात. कबुली जबाब माहित आहे ना, तुमचा पोलीस स्टेशन मध्ये तुमच्यावर एखादा चार्ज झाला, make false confessions under torture and were executed. Executed, hanged, killed. एखाद्याला जीवे मारणे. Maybe it is hanged, maybe it is killed, murdered. That is called executed. It is happening in the everywhere. ते जजमेंट मध्ये ह्या गोष्टी आलेल्या असतात. म्हणून तर तुम्हाला मी आठवण करून दिली फेअर ट्रायलची लास्ट इयरची. Executed. Several among them were talented professionals. Those people who charged here or confessed there, most of them were talented professional people also. अशा प्रकारे बऱ्याच ठिकाणी बुद्धिवादी लोकांचा जीव घेतला जातो किंवा लोकांचा आवाज बंद करण्यात येतो. So here we have studied today Stalinism and collectivization. I hope you people understand. It is the last point about the Russian Revolution in this chapter. After this, what happened or how the communists made effect on the world, that we are going to discuss in the last point. There is no any relation of the Russian Revolution and this point. The last point about Russian Revolution, everything we have studied till here. Now you have to read the all chapter and understand everything. If you have any difficulty, you can ask me anytime.